favorite game of the year, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure.
Skylanders can go itself in the ass.
Daryl's favorite game of the year.
So you might have heard a little bit about this. We'll talk a little bit about this. Basically, toys that are linked to games. So you buy a toy.
You see, I did say it was gimmicky shit.
Yeah. I have a feeling that this like sort of comedy sketch of Daryl interrupting to sort of say something slanderous is going to continue. So you get a little toy and you pop it on this little portal that you get with the game, and you plug the portal into your console of choice, and then the toy comes to life in the game. So that's the idea. Except that you level up your figures. So you can level up your figures. You can buy new skills for your figures by collecting loot, and you progress through the game. But it's got that little, there's 36 or something like that of these little Skylander guys, and they're a bit like Pokemon. They're like little monsters that have different elements and different moves and stuff you can get. But the thing that's really interesting about it is it's cross-platform. So if Bug had a Skylander and he played it on his Wii, and he got his Skylander level 5, and he had like 5,000 gold with his Skylander, he comes to my house and he plays Skylanders with me. His Skylander is still going to be level 5, still going to have 5,000 gold if he brings it with him. He doesn't need to bring his Wii, he just needs to bring his Skylander. And if he gets like another 2 level ups at my house and goes back, it'll remember all that. So it's it retains all that information, which is cool. And it's got so many people of great talent involved in the project. Like the music was done by Danny Elfman. And
yeah, he's awesome. He's Batman, isn't he? That's his fame.
And it is, of course, controversial because of 2 reasons. One, it is very pricey.
That's true. How much would it cost to get every single figure?
Well, the base game on your console of choice, you have to buy it with the portal. You have to buy it with 3 Skylanders, and it will cost you £50.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Which is, over here in the UK, that's £10 over what a normal brand new game is going to cost you.
Expensive, in other words, unless the game is Call of Duty.
Yes,
Call of Duty games and stuff charge that much as well, but they don't have a portal and little Skylander guys. So that's how much that costs you. And then each individual Skylander that you buy, or that you choose to buy because it's totally optional, is $650.
Douchebag level 9,000.
What?
Oh, come on!
No, listen, right, I'm going to just cover this for a second because, right, on one hand, you can look at that and say, man, DLC in itself is kind of shafting consumers a lot because they're basically packaging things up which aren't really worth the value, and sort of selling them on for crazed fans to buy who just want another dose of the game. So I'm not really in the school that doesn't like DLC. If I want to spend my money on DLC, I'll spend my money on DLC. I don't see the problem. It's completely optional. I don't understand why people are so uppity about DLC. I do know that there is DLC that's not worth it. Like, for example, like costume packs for Mass Effect that change what your characters look like. Who gives a crap? Just don't buy that stuff. But the stuff that's like an extra mission for Mass Effect, or like you'll get new weapons and all as well, that stuff's worth it. That stuff's worth it if you're a fan. With this, it does get controversial because it is basically DLC, except they're selling it in a physical form for a hugely inflated price. I mean, if these guys were digital content only, you'd probably be getting like 20 of them for the price of 1. But the thing is that it is for kids. It is easy to forget that kids would be getting a lot of enjoyment out of the actual figures themselves, as well as the actual game content. Obviously, someone like me, I bought it because I thought it looked pretty neat. It looked pretty fun. It was a fun gimmick. And then, of course, once I bought it, I got suckered into buying more of them because the game just does a great job of kind of convincing you that you should get more. But I'm also...
No!
I have a problem, I know. But I also, I'm huge into Pokemon. I like collecting little monsters and stuff, so it appealed to that nature. And
but it does at least make sense to get one of each element to unlock, the whole game.
Yeah, it does. But then, you're like, oh, man.
Come on! You cannot tell me that that's justifiable. You can't tell me that having to actually go out and spend your hard-earned money on a physical little piece of shit just to fully experience the game that you already paid £50 for is fair and justifiable and okay.
Well,
it's
look
like,
at this way, right?
It's like how up in arms would you be if you bought a game and you got it home and halfway through the game it popped up saying, Like the game so far? Why don't you spend 10 quid on this pack so that you can experience the rest of it?
Well, I'll tell you what, Darryl.
royally
Tell you what.
pissed would you be if that happened?
All I have to do to get that is play an iOS game.
That's true. That's like every second iOS game.
Yeah.
Only if you download it for free.
Yes,
typically.
but that itself, that offends me. But no, this
Okay,
game...
so you can play the game for free, or you can pay 69p for the full game. It's not really comparable. In terms of price alone, it separates it massively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, right. Let's. Can we just tally up the cost here? Okay. So the basic package for the game is 50 quid, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So benefit of the doubt, I know for a fact because I saw this yesterday. There's a pack in Tesco's for £60, which is the starter pack and 2 extra figures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 60 quid. How many figures do you need to, as Bug put it, fully experience the game?
Okay, right. Well, before I answer that, I'm just going to detail one little thing, right? There's, I think there's 8 elements, I think. I might be wrong. 8 or 7 or so like that.
Jesus Christ.
So there's like 4 Skylanders in each element. So if you have a Skylander of each element, the only reason, right, that is useful to you is because there's hats in the game, and hats, you can put hats on your Skylander, and they'll do stuff like power
pay
up,
for
like
the hats as well.
no, well, you find listen. Right, the hat will like power up like 10 plus 10 critical hit or something like that, right? And you get hats by going into secret doors, which you need Skylanders of type 4. So, for example, you'll come across a door and it'll go, "You need a water Skylander to go in here." So, if you've got a water Skylander, you go in there, you solve a little puzzle, you get a hat. Right, so it's not actually like proper in-game content.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's bonus material.
Okay, but guys, for the sake of argument, okay, can you unlock other Skylanders from within the game? So if you encountered a bunch, okay, that's just bullshit right from the start. Because then if you want to get in there, you have to pay to get through. It's ridiculous. It's like sealing off bits of the game to downloadable content.
But it's not, because it's meaningless content.
But it's content nonetheless.
Okay, well that's fair enough. I agree there, but you've got to remember as well that like.
But answer my original question. To fully experience everything that's on the disc, that disc that you get for 60 quid with your stupid portal on your little figures. So with that and the 2 extra figures, which is that 3 figures altogether then?
You get 3 with the game.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, well, let's say 50 then with the 3 figures.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you need another 5 to.
And how much are the figures?
Everything. The figures are £6.50.
So that's well over 80 quid's worth of game.
Okay.
So that's on top of the game disc.
Mm-hmm.
And the portal, and you're then paying £30 just so you can play everything that you've got on your disc already.
Yeah, but yes, but
that's bullshit. That's such a horrible precedent.
Well, okay, look at it. Look at this.
Games.
If you buy Rock Band, that's 40 quid. If you don't have a guitar,
true.
you got to buy a guitar. That's like 60 to 80 quid, if I remember right.
Yeah, but do you actually like use the little figure to control the game?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So you like buttons on it or something? Do you use that?
No, sorry.
Okay,
no,
right. It's not a fair comparison then, because
but it is, because if you don't have
going in that you're buying something kind of gimmicky with Guitar Hero, and you don't actually need to use the guitar to play, because you can use, if you're a bit of a sad act, at least in the earlier Rock Band, you can actually use the buttons on your controller to play the guitar.
No one does that, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But going in it, and there's a difference. Guitar Hero and Rock Band are party games. They're defined as party games, so they come with the microphones but you can buy those in a bundle, you know.
But it's no different than buying Skylanders, because you're getting
you
get enough to start you off.
But you get but then to actually experience every aspect of the game, you have to go out and spend more money.
No, but right, look at it this way, all right? Okay, seriously, no, like. The thing about it, it's a kid's game, right? So what it's intended for, is the parents would buy them like a starter pack set at Christmas.
And then the kids would start screaming when they get to a door they can't open because they don't have the water elemental. And so they go and they badger their parents so they can have one of these fucking figures, and what the parents end up killing them, they end up in jail, all because of these stupid gimmicky pieces of plasticky shit.